Hey guys, welcome back to this 13th beginning Java tutorial, and today we'll be talking about the question mark operator. And here you can see I have written a very small code in which the value of MSG is set to either error or normal based on this pre-existing variable code. And this type of situation occurs so many times while we start writing complex code that we have a shorthand operator for it, and using that we can write all this code in just one line. So first of all, I'm going to comment this part. So rather than manually doing it by myself, I can make Eclipse do that for me. So I'm going to select this code and right click and source, and then in source we have add block comment, and comment will be added here. And for using the question mark operator, we just assign the value, assign the variable to a value, and that value will be, first of all, we mention the condition, and our condition here is code is equal to EFX1, and that will be code is equal to EFX1. It is not compulsory to surround this condition with this parenthesis, but it's a better practice to do so. And now we have if code is equal to EFX1, then its value is going to be error. So to do so, we put the question mark and then the value. And for the else part, we do that with the colon and normal. So this one line code will be same as if this whole part. If code is equal to EFX1, then MSG will be error, else it will be normal. And now when we run the program, we will get a normal because its value is other than EFX1. And if we change this to EFX1, we will get error since this condition is true. When this condition is true, the part with this question mark will be executed, otherwise this part after colon. So this is the very basic use of the question mark operator, but using it we can even squeeze a condition block with different nested ifs as well. So now we will be doing that. So clear all this code, and now we will take input for 3 variables, and that will be numbers, and then we'll be finding the greatest and the smallest number out of those 3 variables. So let's declare the scanner object. Scanner user input equals new scanner and system.in, and then we'll go to source and then organize input, and it will import the scanner class for us. And then the 3 variables will be num1, num2, and then num3. Similarly, the variable to store the smallest number will be small, whereas for the largest number will be big. And it's from the user to print the to enter the first number. System.out.println enter first number. Instead of println, just use print, because when we take the input and when we take the input and press enter, then the cursor will automatically move to the next line, and num1 will be equal to user, hit control space, and then select user input dot next int, and copy this code, change this first to second, num1 to num2, and then third, and num1 to num3. Now we'll begin the condition part. So that will be if num1 is greater than num2, as well as if it is greater than num3, then the greatest number will be num1. Otherwise, again, if when we enter this else part, that means that num1 is not the largest number. It is either going to be num2 or num3. So if num2 is greater than num3, then the big will be num2. Otherwise, big is going to be num3, and that will be if log for finding the biggest number, and just copy this code, and then as you can see, this indentation is little displaced, so just select this, go to source, and then we have correct indentation, and it will come back to the normal form, and change this comment to for finding the smallest number, and this greatest will be this less than, and again less than, and instead of big it will be small, and again less than, it will be small, and again small, and finally let's print the message print line, the smallest number is small, and then the largest number is just big. So let's run the program and enter first number. Okay, 1, second number 2, and 3. Smallest number is 1, largest number is 3. And let's run it again, and this time 0, -8, -10. Smallest number -10, largest 0. So now we will just squeeze this code to just one line using the question mark operator. So since the code got pretty large, just double click this title bar, and it will be maximized. So comment this block source and add block comment, and again source, and then add block comment. So for finding the biggest number, the variable will be big equals, and the first condition we have is num1 greater than num2. Copy this and paste it here. So if this condition is satisfied, then the biggest number will be num1. Otherwise, we still have another condition left, that is num2 greater than num3. And again, if this condition is satisfied, then the value is going to be num2, otherwise num3. So we just squeeze this whole code in just one line, and again copy this and paste, and it will be small greater than to less than, again to less than, and again less than. So let's run the program again. Okay, number will be 1 and second 2 and then 3. The smallest number is 1 and the largest number is 3. Okay, so let's run it again, and the first number will be 100, then 200, and then minus something 100,000, and that is correct. So maybe you understood what we did here, so let me repeat it again. If this condition is satisfied, then the small variable will be set to num1. Otherwise, we again had another question mark operator here. That is, again, if num2 is less than num3, then small will be set to num2, otherwise num3. So here we just nested one question mark operator in other. So that was all about this question mark operator, which has a real practical use in while programming. So that's all for this tutorial, and see you in the next one.